Okay, so this week our shared reading book is called Bone Riddles, and it's written by Ernesta Flores. So, as we read this book this week, we are going to be looking at our text features. That means, what did the author add in his pictures to help us understand a little bit better what we're reading? By looking at the cover, we know the book is nonfiction, so we will be learning some real factual information. So we're going to go ahead and read Bone Riddles. Bone Riddles by Ernesta Flores. Skeletons can look scary, but they are very important. Your bones make up your skeleton. And as I'm reading, I'm noticing that the author is giving me information right here to kind of help me understand this part a little bit better. Your skeleton has about 206 bones, and they even have some pictures here to help me understand what a skeleton is in case I don't know. But I know that this is our skeleton, and our skeleton has 206 bones. The bones of other animals make up their skeletons too. But each skeleton is different. A dog's skeleton has about 319 bones. So here is where we're talking about those text features. The author is giving me some extra information to kind of help me understand a little bit more about skeletons. This skeleton is a skeleton of a dog, and I learned that he has 319 bones. A skeleton gives an animal its shape. Without bones, you would just be a blob covered in skin and hair. So looking at your illustrations, the author kind of put this, or the illustrator put this here to give you a comparison of what it would look like if you didn't have bones, so without bones, and what you look like with the bones. Look at these animals. Each animal has the same shape as its skeleton. Fish, fish. Bird, bird. Now right here, they're showing me that the fish, his skeleton, is just like the shape of a fish. And the skeleton of the bird is in the same shape of a bird. Now, let's have some fun with bone riddles. And also as I'm reading, I want to make sure when I get to those really big words that I'm chunking them up or I'm looking at the pieces that I know. So for example, if I look at the word shape, the word shape, I know has the sh, it has the E at the end, so we say ape, shape. Bone riddle 1. So when we're doing riddles, the author is going to give us some clues to try to see if you can figure out what animal it is. So see if you can figure it out. My skull has big openings, 4 eyes, and a wide jaw. My long back legs and toes help me jump. So I'm going to use the clues that the author is giving me. I know that this animal can jump and that he has long back legs. Hint. I can be green and I eat flies. Mayfly. What am I? Opening for eye. Here's the jaw, my toe, my back leg. So remember what the author said, that the skeleton usually matches what the animal's shape is. So see if you can try to figure out what that animal is. Make a prediction. I'm a frog. My big eyes look all around for bugs. I can use my long legs to jump after one. Then I eat the bug with my wide mouth. Bone riddle 2. So let's look at those clues when we're reading to see if you can figure out what the animal is. I have a long, thin body. My mouth is filled, and it has that ED there, so I say filled, with lots of sharp teeth. The bones on my back are part of my fins. They help me move. Hints. Now think about the clues the author gave you. We know that this animal has a long, thin body, and he has lots of sharp teeth, and he has parts, he has some fins. Hint. I live in water and I eat shrimp. What am I? Here's the mouth, the teeth, the fin. Go ahead and try to guess what you think he is. I'm an eel. My long, thin body wiggles through the water, and my fins help me go very fast. I'm looking for a tasty shrimp to eat. Bone riddle 3. I have 4 legs and a long tail. My fangs, look, think about that word fangs. We learned about the word fangs when we were reading our back book. My fangs are longer than my other teeth. I have pointy claws that hide in my paws. And let's look at that word pointy. Look at the word pointy. It has that magic Y at the end that makes the long E sound. So we say point, E, pointy. Hint. I like to hunt mice. And here's a picture of a mouse. What am I? Fangs, claws, legs, tail. So try to make a prediction to see if you can figure out what animal it is. I'm a cat. I stalk a mouse across the grass. My tail swishes as I get close to it. I'm ready to pounce. Bone riddle 4. I have long arms and very long fingers. My tiny mouth has sharp teeth, and my hooked claws are good for hanging on. Hint. So think about those clues the author gave you and see if you can figure out what animal it is. I fly out at night to eat fruit. Mango. Now as I'm reading, I'm also noticing some vowel teams. So the word claws has the cl, aw, s, claws. That AW we know makes the aw sound. What am I? Here's the fingers, arm, claws, teeth. I'm a bat. I spread my webbed fingers and fly from tree to tree. Then I see some juicy fruit. I bite into a mango with my sharp teeth. Bone riddle 5. I have a round skull that protects my brain. My long arms are good for swinging in the trees. And my tail helps me grab onto branches. So look at your clues. It says he has a round skull. His skull protects his brain. And he can swing in trees. I wonder what animal can swing in trees. Hint. I eat nuts, bugs, and fruit. Palm nuts. What am I? So if you didn't know what a skull was, here's the skull, here's his arm, and the tail. So go ahead and make a quick prediction about what you think the animal is going to be. I'm a monkey. I look for food as I swing through the trees. When I stop to eat, I hold on tight to a branch. And let's look at that word tight. It has our long I sound. I-G-H, we know makes the I sound. So we say tight. Your skeleton. So right here, they're telling us what we're going to read about. We're going to read about our skeleton or your skeleton. What are some bones that make up your skeleton? Here's our skull, our ribs, our backbone, our arm bone, and our kneecap. And like always, we always want to read the author's note in our shared readings. It says, Spotlight on skeletons. Frogs don't have neck bones, so they can't turn their heads to look around. Eels are fish, but they look more like snakes. A cat's shoulder bones can move to let it squeeze into small spaces. A bat's wing is like a hand with webbed fingers. Monkeys have thumbs on their hands and feet that help them pick up things.